So your squirrel cage has started to make some noise. Locate the model number and get that sucker on order. I found a few on Amazon, but I couldn't get it for 3 days, so I ended up going with a local joint. Now if you do this, there's a good chance you will pass an outdoor sports store. You must resist the temptation. Here are some of the tools you're going to need to get this dirty job done. It is important to make sure all of the switches are in the off position. Then head over to your breaker box. Keep in mind, labeling the breaker box with the handwriting of a 5-year-old is part of a journeyman electrician's final exam. So you must flip all of the switches one at a time to find out where the actual breaker is to the furnace. We are going to unscrew all of these outside screws. Oh boy. Unfortunately, the rattling caused all the electronics to fall off, but you need to remove a screw here and on the other side right there in order to slide the whole unit out. Well, that's not good. It looks like the homeowner, definitely not me, let this go for way too long. Next, we're going to unscrew that key bolt in order to slide the motor out. Don't forget that there is a ground wire that you'll have to unscrew. Then we're going to take out the motor, give it a little spin, make sure that shaft is straight and everything is spinning fine. And then we look in here and oh my goodness, what a mess. Unscrew those 2 bolts, unscrew these 3 bolts in order to get that squirrel cage out of there. Now be very careful here because this will cut you. Gloves are recommended, but not required. This is the way that the new model is built. It has those grooves much differently so that they don't just come apart like my other one. Put that new squirrel cage back in there. Get everything screwed back down. It can be a little tough to get everything aligned just right. Flip it over so that we can reinstall the motor. Thank God that I took pictures so I could remember which way that the motor was installed. There we go. Just like that. Put that ground wire back in. Screw everything back down nice and tight. Now you'll have to align this so that it's not scraping on anything. Make sure that it's nice and centered. Nothing's wobbling. As for this piece, I'm not quite sure exactly what it does, so I'll just end up Googling that later and replacing that later. Bend anything back that may have bent when you were trying to pull it out of there. Slide it back into the channels. Make sure that you get it in both of those channels. The first time that I slid it in, it did not get into the back channel. So yeah, just double check for that. And then we'll reinstall both of those screws that keep it in. Reinstall this front panel with all of the electronics on it. Boy, I hope I didn't forget anything. Boy, I really hope I didn't forget anything. Double check, make sure we didn't miss anything. And it's time to screw it back down, turn it back on, and make sure that it runs. Then we're going to reinstall a brand new K&N air filter. Just kidding. Reinstall the top plate. Get all 4 screws back where they belong. 6 screws back where they belong. And if you have only 1 screw left over, that is a big win. I'll just put it up here for later. That's it. Now we're going to take care of all of our tools, put them back where they belong. So the next project that we get stuck on, we can find them. Now, if you're wondering how many tries that this took me, only 3. If this video helped you at all, good. Make sure to leave a comment below on all of the stuff that I did wrong or that you would have did instead. I really appreciate learning. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a great day and enjoy your hot or cold air. Boy, I hope I didn't forget anything. Boy, I really hope I didn't.